Welcome to this comprehensive exploration of the transformative document known as the Epistle to the Galatians today. This letter served as the defining catalyst for a theological revolution that reshaped the understanding of divine grace. Written with unparalleled intensity by the Apostle Paul, it remains a timeless beacon for those seeking spiritual liberation. Let us begin our journey by examining the historical context that necessitated such an uncompromising defense of faith. The narrative begins in the province of Galatia, where diverse Celtic tribes and Roman settlers first encountered the radical message of the gospel. Paul had traveled through these rugged highlands during his missionary journeys, establishing communities of faith that were primarily composed of Gentile converts. However, soon after his departure, a group of rival teachers arrived, claiming that the gospel was incomplete without adherence to ancient Jewish rituals. This challenge threatened to dismantle the very foundation of the message Paul had preached with such passion and conviction. In the first chapter, Paul asserts his apostolic authority, declaring that his message was not received from any human institution, but through a direct revelation from Christ himself. He expresses his astonishment at how quickly the Galatians were turning away from the grace of God to follow a different gospel. Paul warns that anyone preaching a message contrary to what they first received should be condemned, regardless of their status or origin. He recounts his own history as a persecutor of the church, emphasizing that his transformation was a sovereign act of divine mercy. This section of the letter establishes the independence of his mission and the purity of the message that he carried across the Mediterranean world. The visuals of the ancient marketplaces and dusty roads remind us of the grounded reality of these conversations. Paul's commitment to the truth was absolute, as he knew that the freedom of future generations depended on the integrity of this single message. Through this opening chapter, we are invited to consider the weight of our own foundations and the sources of our spiritual authority in a complex world. Moving into the second chapter, Paul describes a pivotal meeting in Jerusalem where the future was decided. He explains that he went up to the city with Barnabas and Titus, presenting the gospel he had been preaching to the leadership. Despite the pressure from false believers, the pillars of the church recognized grace. As we bring this extensive documentary to a close, the echoes of Paul's message regarding liberty remain as vital as ever. We hope this immersion into the book of Galatians has provided you with a renewed perspective on the power of grace and faith. Thank you for dedicating your time to this exploration, and may you continue to walk in the freedom that has been graciously provided. Stay firm in your convictions, and until our next encounter, continue to seek the truth that sets the human spirit truly free.